You may be seated. I am Rev Shnorr. You have a seat there. I'm going to give you a quick word, and then we're getting right on with the show. We got lots to talk about. It's Fat Tuesday. It says village life ceased. It ceased to be set. I want you to think about that while we're getting ready for our atonement that comes on tomorrow. But that means tonight we get to detone it. First, let's bring in Brother Carlito and see what he's got on tap for us tonight.
Happy Fat Tuesday, Rev.
Happy Fat Tuesday, Brother Carlito. I'm doing my part.
God bless. It's been a while that we're coming up on a year with the show and still COVID.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? I thought I took my special blessing and I thought I got the COVID out of here the second week.
I don't know. Do you remember when this great day, Fat Tuesday, we used to wish upon the super spreaders?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like, super spreader, and they're like, where?
Right. It was. Could you imagine going to Mardi Gras right now? You saw the crowds there, guy puking pink. Oh. What the hell did he eat? And all those people so close, dancing and making out and doing all kinds of. You can't do that now.
No, you can't. But what we can do is a show just like this. You want to know what we're talking about today?
Yeah, what are we talking about today, Brother Carlito?
We're going to talk about what we're giving up. The royal fuck up.
Okay.
And we're going to meet Julie. We're going to have drinks with Julie.
I love it.
And always on the Rev Show, you know what the weather's like.
69
sunny and 69.
Sunny?
Yes, sir.
You think I should? Yeah, it's down there. Here we go.
You know, you had that great roll-in video of everybody at Mardi Gras. Do you know who probably felt like he was at Mardi Gras about a week ago?
Who's that?
Tom, how often was that?
Did you hear? Now, it is off topic already. Did you hear the lady whose dad designed the Vincent Beardy Trophy got mad at Tommy, the drunk guy there? Was it Brady?
Yes.
Because he threw it like a football across a boat. And it wasn't intercepted. It was caught, but she said it was disrespectful.
Do you know how many times the Stanley Cup has wound up at the bottom of a lake in Canada and you had to hire scuba divers to go get it out?
Right. Hey, you know what, lady? If you're that concerned, go win your own. I think she just wants attention, you know? Otherwise, what the hell is he doing? What's the point?
And
I'm sure that's the least offensive thing that's happened to that trophy over the years.
So what we need to give some attention to is our great clergy who showed up today on a Tuesday. Nelson Toe, Montana Mike, Carrie Vaden, Skylar's in the house. Plus, is it +1 now? Well, I know you were married, Skylar, but is it your first child? So is it Skylar and Mrs. Skylar +1? Hirsch is in the house. Carrie Vaden.
Baby last week. God bless.
Wait, Carrie Vaden. I was watching all the videos in Texas of everybody had to go get bubblers for their boats. Not bubbles, bubblers, because they were scared that the boats were going to freeze in the harbors.
I got a friend lives in San Antonio, which is, practically Mexico. Well water, because it's a ranch or a farm.
Okay.
The well froze. They got no water.
Come on.
This guy was 5 there. It was warmer here.
You know what they could use if your well freezes over?
What do you do?
A great Irish whiskey.
Oh, like
Egan's whiskey right here. This, if you take a little bit of this, it'll warm you up, and then you pour a little bit on a well, and it'll probably melt it too.
That's right. You just don't want to put that much water in your whiskey.
Right, then you water it down. I'm here. All right, Rev, so what are you giving up for the big day?
Well, I was going to give up drinking.
You're not going to drink anymore?
I can't do that because St. Patrick's Day. So I was going to give up gambling, and then March Madness falls in there.
Wow.
So I'm going to give up quitting. What are you going to give up, Brother Carlito?
I'm not going to drink anymore.
You're not going to drink anymore?
I'm not going to drink any less.
Oh, well, that's good. Cheers to that.
I think I'm going to give up the Rona. I don't want it.
I don't want it either. I want to get the shot so then I can give up wearing a mask and go back to the Klaus's over there and, get the hell out of the basement.
I was hoping that you weren't going to say that the way the Rev thinks is he was hoping he got a mild case of the Rona only because he could have the antibodies to probably sell them back to make some money for the congregation.
That I like. I like that idea. I also think it would be a great pickup line. Hey, baby,
how would it go?
COVID antibodies in you? Would you like some?
All right, before we get to our great friend, Julie,
yes,
we got to ask everybody to do us a favor. Numbers are growing. We are becoming more popular than ever. Click that share button for us. Click the share button right there. It helps the Reverend get points. And with points, we get viewers. And with viewers, we get free drinks. And that's how this whole thing works.
With free drinks, we get money. And with money, we get the hell out of here eventually.
Yeah, why do we live here? Well, you know what? We can't say why do we live here. I'm sure people in Texas right now are saying, why the hell we live here?
Right, where the hell are we going to go? We can't go to Texas. That's where it was my second plan. It was my backup. I got to back that up now.
You got to back what up?
Texas.
Everybody's showing up today. We got a big show. Should we get to our favorite friend?
Absolutely. Let's bring her in here.
All right. Oh,
I
wait.
want to know a little bit about Mardi Gras.
Really? Well, let's bring her in. Drum roll, please. Here she is all the way from Mardi Gras.
Hey, look at that.
Miss Julie.
My brothers.
Look at that
God
spread. Rev, look at that. You got your spread going on, and then boom, Julie's got her spread going on.
Look at
You got a nice
like,
spread over here.
It looks like you're in New Orleans. Are you in New Orleans?
I am in my own church, which is my basement bar.
You too, huh?
You know what? It's funny.
In New Orleans.
It must be the Irish in you two.
You wonder how we became friends.
You wonder.
Yes.
I didn't want to scare you with my mask, but this is my favorite Mardi Gras mask. And I got it many years ago, 20 years ago, at one of my first Mardi Gras. And I had so much trouble drinking with it because obviously it's really hard to do.
So what did you do with that then? Did you have to?
I got a straw.
Oh.
You were way ahead of the game. Who knew that 20 years later we'd all have to wear masks and figure out how to drink? And you got it figured out already.
This is true.
So do you have a little gotchkis all over your bar from all over your Mardi Gras travels?
Yes, all over here. Something I've caught from every Mardi Gras. There's all kinds of things. All kinds of best beads and medallions, we call them, like these guys. I'm wearing my favorite medallion right now. This is Bacchus, of course, the god of wine, right?
Montana Mike had a dog named Bacchus after him.
Montana Mike's in the house.
He's in the house. Bacchus is not, sadly. He's going up to the big winery in the sky. But
cheers, Montana Mike.
how many times have you been down to Mardi Gras?
Oh my gosh, on and off for 20 plus years. So I don't know. I stopped counting. But we're definitely not going this year. Got slightly canceled. So we'll be there next year.
Now you're going to bring a little Mardi Gras to all of us with some drinks tonight?
I am. Don't be afraid. I'm going to take off my mask. Are you guys ready for the demasking?
Okay, ready? I'm going to remove you.
Special music for that?
And take off the mask. And it's Julie. She's back.
Hey, there she is. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that feels a lot better. Now I can drink.
So now, is it okay to mix wine with a Mardi Gras drink?
Well, of course. You shouldn't really do that. But, I had to have a little cocktail before my cocktail.
Do you know what was trending in the news? That it was tough to get punchkis this year because bakeries weren't making them because they were afraid people weren't going to come out of their house to come get them. I couldn't find any.
I've got some right here.
Oh, for crying out loud.
You gotta go to the Jewel.
Oh, man.
I got the punchki, although they really, should be king cakes. But since we're in Chicago,
You got a punch.
Rev, you got him too. You went to the Jewel. Hey, you got the jewels.
You gotta live in a Polish neighborhood, Carlito.
This is true. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But did you get the baby?
Well, I got to dig for that, don't I?
You do.
Yeah, I'll let you know tomorrow.
The tradition is in your king cake.
So that's how Skylar had a kid. He ate a punchki?
If
We're really combining traditions here, but yeah.
Oh.
there's
The
so many
baby
places
is
to go with
hidden in
that.
the king cake, but I brought it out and put it in the punchki just, because
Oh,
we
Glenn's in the house there, Julie. You're getting a little message here.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Glenn. I will never forget that.
Oh my God,
Woo, woo.
this is delicious.
What flavor did you have? The Bavarian cream?
Yeah, it looks like Bavarian cream donut.
Mm,
Bismarck, right?
punchki.
Punchki. I don't taste any baby yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought about also having some Popeyes tonight, but apparently Popeyes is not, the Uber Eats was not doing Popeyes tonight, which I thought was ridiculous.
So
I gotta get the red beans and rice.
is wine a popular drink at Mardi Gras, or what is the go-to? Because the Rev and I have both been to New Orleans, and you go into the bar and there's a lot of concoctions, and you just go to the bar and they have their drink, and you just go with your cup, you get your cup, and then you walk out. But is wine a big thing?
Really, it's the hurricane, but wine's always a part of my life, no matter what. So
I seem to know that.
I've got a couple.
Knowing Julie,
Penfolds releases.
knowing
here.
Julie, you're always you go right to the back and you grab some Penfolds. Look at that,
Yes,
bad boy.
you do. Man, you're a good boy. Look at
Yes,
that.
I am.
I
Yeah.
drank all night.
We got a big release coming up with our Penfolds California, which you'll be seeing very soon. March 4th, we launch it. So I've been spending lots of time working on this puppy. So we'll talk about that another day. But really, for Mardi Gras, it's definitely the hurricane and huge ass beers. And then also, of course, my favorite cocktail, the Sazerac, which was actually the first cocktail, which I don't even know if you guys knew that.
Like ever? The first cocktail ever?
Yeah, it was America's first cocktail.
Really?
Did you know? Before
I didn't know that. I thought most mixed drinks came from Prohibition when the stuff you got was crap. So you sweetened it up with stuff because someone made it in your bathtub and you had to get the soap out of your mouth. So you poured Coke or something in there, orange juice, make it better. I didn't know Sazerac was first.
Well, they were drinking a lot of cognac back then. And I don't know what kind of fan you are of cognac. I love cognac. But again, there was an apothecary named Peixoto, who we all know because of Peixoto's bitters, right? These guys.
Right.
And he actually invented the Sazerac in his shop on Royal Street in 1838. And it's traditionally the first cocktail. So, and there's lots of stuff in it. So yes.
Are you going to show us how to make that tonight?
I will show you how to make it. Do you have all the stuff?
Well, you told me
make one with me?
Cognac or rye whiskey.
Yes, cognac was the first spirit that was made with the Sazerac, but eventually rye whiskey became popular too. So Sazerac rye. And so pretty much I make mine with cognac. Other people make theirs with rye whiskey. So
Cognac sounded expensive, so I went whiskey.
well, you know how I love my cognac, so I always have some in the house.
And while you guys make that, I'm going to have a Belgium white ale.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to wash it down with a little, my friend Eddie over here.
Ooh, yeah.
Now, Julie, we got to tell everybody how you are part of the show, Friends of Us in the Tavern, but you're the host of your very own show called Spirited Convos, which also came back into rotation during the spreader events called COVID.
Absolutely. You guys help me spread it. You are the super spreaders.
We are the Spirited Convo super spreaders. Never heard.
Thank you for all your help.
Sadly, I've spread many things throughout my life. Some of them good, some of them not so good. But
some good, some not so good.
It's how you meet people.
Thank you for all that. We had a great 4 months of every Wednesday night. I needed to take a break, and I know we're going to be starting back up tonight. We are streaming live from Spirited Combos also. So thank you, all my Spirited Combos fans out there, and Rev Shnorr and Brother Carlito for hosting tonight. It's nice to be back.
And everybody in the congregation, when you come to our show, sometimes some people don't know what they have when they're at our services. You watch Julie on Spirit Convos, she'll give you some ideas of what you should partake in. So when you come to services, you're already prepared.
That's right. You always have to be prepared. And I hope you guys are prepared at home with some absinthe.
Ooh.
Or some Absinthe.
You got that, Rev? You going to go hunting for that?
I got it right here.
And Skylar, just to let you know, we're not on Twitch tonight. Today we did not go to Twitch because we had to share some of our outlets to get some different streams. And since we're streaming on Julie's Spirited Convos site, we had to not go live on Twitch. But we will be back next week.
A little sacrifice goes a long way.
Always.
It smells like licorice.
So if you do at home have your Absinthe or absinthe. So absinthe was the first ingredient besides the cognac in the Sazerac. But then, of course, it was outlawed because the wormwood they thought had, hallucinogenic characteristics. So then Absinthe became the substitute. And I have both. But, since this is open, I like to use Absinthe. So traditionally, this is how I make my Sazerac. Everybody makes it a little bit differently. To me, I just take a little of the Absinthe or absinthe and, swirl around your glass. You can use a rocks glass. You can use a wine glass. And I basically take it around the edges, and then I dump it. I dump it into another glass to drink a little bit later, right? So you just want a breath of that Absinthe or absinthe on your glass, right? And then you've got that going. So you have your shaker, a little ice in there. You have your cognac, I hope, or your rye whiskey, right?
Or
your beer.
No.
Or your Egan's whiskey, right? And you can do a little bit of that into your shaker. And traditionally you use a sugar cube or a simple syrup. Or if you're being a little healthy, you can use an agave nectar, which is what I chose to use. Some people are feeling that it's a little healthier these days, and things can be substituted.
I fell behind. I have my breath of absinthe.
Am I going too fast?
And now what do? I have a breath of absinthe in my glass, and I've got absinthe over here.
Okay, you dump the absinthe, right? Now you have your shaker with ice.
Rev, did you use a Roman wipe today?
Yeah, my tongue's a little numb. Okay, I'm sorry. Absinthe.
He chugged the absinthe before the show. We all know it.
Okay, so now I got ice. And now whiskey.
You can put your rye whiskey in your shaker.
How much?
Couple ounces. And then there you go.
1.
See, you're very measured. I'm
3.
There you go.
All right.
Then you take your simple syrup, which I know you have.
I do.
Or you could use a sugar cube, but you'd need to dissolve that beforehand. And I figured we should save a little time.
Simple syrup for a simple guy.
Just a little splash of that simple syrup. Audra's in the house. What's up, Audra Nixon?
Hello, Audra Nixon.
Just became my new neighbor right down the street.
Oh.
I'll see you after the show for a cocktail.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome to the
Okay, so simple syrup is in my rye whiskey.
Right. And then you take your Peychaud's bitters, little splash, or bitters that you have. I like Peychaud's. There's so many bitters out there, different kind of bitters nowadays.
Mine are aromatic.
And yes, there's all different kinds. And let me know when you're ready. Then you also should have your orange peel at some point.
All right. Oh, crap. I left the oranges upstairs.
Oh, I'll give you one. Here, you can have one of mine.
Yeah, don't go upstairs. Your mom's going to get pissed. You're waking her up.
There you go. And then I take the orange peel and I rim my glass with it just because it's so aromatic and it makes a huge difference. Without the orange peel, Sazerac is nothing.
Okay.
And then you shake it up.
Like Debbie Gibson right here.
With a little shake. Shake. Nora, shake it all the time. Shake. There you go. And then you just go out and you pour that in. It is cold. Wow, I made a really huge one. Sorry.
No. Wish I could say the same. Now it comes not with the ice, just the stuff, right?
No, just with the, yep, exactly. So it's neat. I shook mine a little bit hard, but it'll settle down and usually, you're there. Nice job, Rev.
Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Does my Sazerac look good?
It looks good to me. Let me see it.
Minus the orange.
Beautiful. Mine's still a little foamy on the top, but it'll settle down. And then you can cheers. Les bon temps relais. Let the good times roll.
You guys are doing a good job there today.
God bless.
Oh, that was delicious.
Wow. That is really good.
Now,
Right.
Julie, what are you giving up for Lent?
I never give up anything. I try to do more.
You try to what?
I try to do something more.
Okay, so what would you do something more of?
I would do more spirited combos. I would create more music. So I try to set a goal, but I don't give up anything. That's
Nelson
really
would like to know, can you add a splash of orange Fanta just for fun?
You know what? You can do whatever you want. I like the orange flavor. If it's fun for you, I think you should do it.
Carrie Vaden, she's just going straight out of the bottle to get a little something, something. Something like that, Carrie. Me and you are on the same page tonight.
I know my friend Jonathan Egan would love that, Carrie.
Carrie's stuck down in Texas where the snow is up to
The stars are bright, so big and bright. And they're
there's
cold
no
in
power
Texas.
or heat or water.
Right. No water. I got a friend down there. They got no water because it's frozen in the well. Other people got no power because, I don't know, the windmills froze up or something went wrong down there. They got it. It worked a lot better when you tied the cows to the crank and you just walked them in a circle and that powered the whole goddamn place.
I rode one of those at a carnival where you rode the cow in a circle.
It goes up and down.
Yeah, and then the people just walked with the cow.
Hey, look. I got my jerry beads.
Oh my gosh, I almost found my jerry beads. They're on a pile somewhere.
Oh,
there's a way to get a new set.
Yeah, there's a new way to do this now. Welcome to the Rev Show there, Miss Julie.
Does it show you my toilet?
Oh, wait a second.
I've seen your toilet. I have not seen that toilet.
These are things you catch at Mardi Gras, people.
It ain't the only thing you catch at Mardi Gras.
That's how you get pink eye.
Yeah. So, Rev, about this royal wedding, should we bring Julian on this? There's some drama going on, huh?
Yeah. Oh, brother, am I glad I'm not a royal.
I mean, what's going on? I mean, the guy married Meghan.
Well, yeah, you got Harry.
Okay.
He's the one who didn't go bald. Now, you got Princess Kate's beautiful. Meghan Markle's beautiful. Tell me these two jamokes would have gotten those two girls if they weren't princes. So, here you go. You got two hot chicks and two dorky-looking dudes. But the one you got to pay attention to here is Grandma over in the blue, right? Grandma has to approve who you end up with.
Okay.
I think she likes Kate because you don't hear too much about it. But there's some tension here with it. this guy, some of us go and we play lotteries. We go spend $2-3. We hope you win. This guy was born out of it. He shoot out the canal into a lottery bucket. Meets a Hollywood girl, and she says, "Hey, I got my own lottery. I don't need your lottery. The old lady's going to tell us what to do. We don't want no part of it." He's got to go to her great grandma. Stuff it. We want no part of it. We're going to go live in America. She said, "I'm going to call Donald Trump and tell him to move you to Canada." So there's kind of a thing going on. Well, now they're in America. And look at the medals he's got. See all that stuff on his chest?
Yes.
There? Guy went to war.
Absolutely.
Now, because when you think about it, they're really the richest welfare family out there. So they know you got to keep a good thing going. You got to give back a little bit. So he went to war, and God bless him. He won a lot of medals and ranks and stuff.
And he's a pilot, right? He's a helicopter pilot.
Yeah, he did all kinds of stuff. But he was a pilot, and he earned lots of things. Some of those things only royal people get to earn. Like if Brother Carlito moves to England and becomes a pilot, you could be the best pilot going out there. You're not going to get some of the medals this guy's got because you weren't born into it.
So my top-notch level would be a set of jerry beads.
Exactly.
Understood.
But he done pissed off the old lady here. She's going to take them all away. They're coming up. March is the 1-year anniversary of him saying, "Hey, Grandma, stick it." So it comes up for review. Imagine that in your family, Brother Carlito. You tell your grandma to go jump, and a year later, they're going to review that.
And my grandma is the welfare check to me.
Right. She controls the purse strings, literally. You can see it clutched in her fingers.
I think Ron might be pissed.
Who's pissed?
I'm just reading the comments as you're talking.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, this is the Rev review of the royal fuck-up here.
Right. So, basically, Harry and Meghan fall in love, which is a bad thing to do if you're a royal, okay? We learned that a long time ago. Queen Elizabeth's dad died because his brother fell in love. Nobody liked her. She was no good. She was an American, and she was skanky. So he had to leave and abduct the throne and give it to her dad, who smoked like a chimney because he was stressed out, and he croaked real quick. She becomes queen she's a teenage queen, and she decided she was going to live forever, which, bad news for this guy. But he also fell in love. Big mistake. Fell in love with the chick that she didn't approve of. So he married a different girl. That didn't work out. She got killed by the paparazzi up in France because he was still banging a girl he loved. So now he's stuck with her. She kind of looks like a horse, but hey, teach your own. And he is wanting to be king, but this one said she's going to live forever. She's not going to make the same mistake as her dad.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's up Schitt's Creek.
Oh, good show, by the way.
Very good show.
Which means the bald son is going to take his place. Something happens to the bald son, they think, no, even the redhead don't get it then because the bald son had a son. So anyhow,
so
Grandma's
he's out.
going to take away the military honors of the redhead because he married Meghan Markle, who was really good on suits.
So he's out no matter what.
Oh, yeah, the redhead guy, Harry, is out no matter what unless he kills the baby. Oh, by the way, they're having a second baby. Now, they pissed off the old lady, who's a cute old lady, but she's no Claire Foy. I'd rather do Claire Foy. But, this one's got the money, so she's a lot sexier now if they had that. But who needs a rich grandma when your best friend's Oprah? They found themselves a new queen. The queen of daytime TV, Weight Watchers, and everything else. So, royal family for you, royal family for you, royal family for you. Oprah's coming to the rescue, and she's going to probably give him her own honors. So that's what's going on to royal family. This guy screwed the pooch, the redhead guy. He was born into the lottery. He told Grandma to suck it. Grandma said, "The hell with you." He wound up with Oprah. And that is the major royal screw up.
Rev, so what you're trying to tell me is the Queen is a lot like McCaskey for the Bears.
Right, only she makes better decisions.
Rev, you couldn't have said it better. Now I understand the royal problems. You
Now,
think we got problems, they got royal problems.
I'm hoping Prince Philip, who's got to be 182 right now, kicks the bucket. That means she's single. And being a minister, I would administer to her grief and hopefully slide my way into the royal family myself. You'll be the...
All right, Rev, I got a what if for you.
The Royal Rev.
The Royal Rev. Right.
So, Julie, here's a what if for the Rev.
Okay. Lay it on me.
Rev, you're at a bar.
I am.
It's the last day on Earth.
Okay.
I mean the last day on Earth.
Right. I guess nothing's coming after
Like
this.
tomorrow.
You're at the end of the bar. You smoked your last cigarette. You're just dying it out in that plastic ashtray.
Where the hell are they going?
And there's two people at the other end of the bar.
Right?
Three people.
Oh, boy. This is going to be
Place
fun.
is crowded.
Old Lady McCaskey.
Right?
The Queen.
Yep.
Betty White.
Are you asking which one I go home with?
I know my answer.
I know my answer too. I wish this was, you posted as it, what is it? You punch, marry, and date or something like that? Because I'd punch Mrs. McCaskey. I would marry the Queen. Well, you know what, though? It's the last day on Earth. Her money means nothing. So it's Betty White all the way.
Betty White all
Betty
the
White
way.
has been gorgeous since she was. Have you seen pictures of her back in the day? Holy. She is hot. She's hot on Mary Tyler Moore. She was hot on Golden Girls even. I didn't realize it then because I was 12. But, you know, the closer I get to 60, the hotter she gets. And, you know, she's pretty good looking now. Yeah, hot in Cleveland. She know Valerie Bertinelli, but she'll do, you know.
We're off the rails.
Was this
on the Betty White though? I would choose Betty all the way.
Oh,
Hands down.
I
Betty
think
White.
she's beautiful. She's gorgeous.
She's funny. She's smart. She's sweet. She likes to have a good time.
Betty?
Animals.
What are the choices? What other choices?
Betty White and Skylar brings up a good point. You could tell he's a new father.
Well, now there you go. Now you're talking. Threesome with Betty White and the Queen in like the throne room or something cool like that. You know, maybe
With
at
a
the top of
candlestick.
Big Ben.
Oh, God. We're completely
Hey,
off
Queen.
the rails.
And some absinthe, maybe.
Yes. Anyone like to see Big Ben? Me too. Let's go on up here.
Oh, God.
It's Fat Tuesday. I think they call it a menage a twist.
So, Julie, what do we got? Is Spirited Convos coming back live to all your fans?
You always have to ask a question right after you take a bite of food.
You're good. You could pull this through.
Yes, Spirited Convo is coming back. I needed a break. We worked really hard. You were there, Carl.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, unlike some other shows, there was a lot of work put into Spirited Convos.
I feel a ball bus coming.
No, I'm just saying there's a lot of shows out on the internet. YouTube, Facebook, even Twitch.
Not tonight, though.
No.
Not tonight.
So, all right, I love it. I got some people watching. They're excited.
I'm so excited too. We've got a lot of really cool, exciting things coming up, and lots to see with the city hopefully opening up soon. We can, delve into some new restaurants, some great wines, spirits, businesses that we support, all kinds of things. Spirited Combos is about spirited conversations about anything.
It seems like just yesterday you were on a rooftop in the summer doing a Spirited Convos
my
episode.
Gosh. That was great. That was.
And still, I haven't went to the Italian restaurant that you sat.
Casati's.
Yes.
Yes. And you have to get to Gayhouse.
That was the other one with the they set up the whole
the fondue.
The whole fondue set to your house, and you paired it with wine. See, Brother Carlito knows his shit.
I know. Brother Carlito, I'm happy to have you. So I'm looking forward to doing some more really cool stuff, very soon. And, we have a lot to do here in Chicago and, of course, all the other states. Maybe we can start traveling. Don't you think we should go somewhere warmer?
Absolutely.
Do like a rum special or something.
We like to call it the Reverend's Road Trip of Love. We did one once.
We went.
Yeah, but there's a fishing trip, and my sister-in-law caught more fish than you. So.
Yeah, too. Yes, but there's. We went to Amish country, and there's Amish people, and we stopped at a store and we asked them about, the non-Amish people. What are the Amish people like? And they said they got funny fingers. And what? They got funny fingers and thumbs because they don't get outside. They don't get outside their community very often, and so they kind of marry within, and somehow it screws up their fingers and thumbs. Something I never knew, and I never got close enough to check out.
How did they make those amazing clocks and furniture pieces?
It's that much more amazing when you got messed up fingers and thumbs. You got I think they're missing like the top knuckle or something. They only got the middle knuckle and not the top one, which makes those churning butter has got to be a bitch. You got to have all your knuckles to do that. So. Anyhow, we got to get back out there and get a close look at an Amish guy.
Hey, Glenn David Rose says, how about, travel to Australia? I'm down with that.
Now, Glenn, I've been to Australia.
I have not, but we have friends there, don't we, Brother Carlito?
Yes, we do. And I've been to Australia on somebody else's dime. I won't mention who.
Sugar Mama? Is she back there?
And I was there during the Rugby World Cup. Now, Glenn, I understand rugby, but I did not understand how carefully you have to choose your rugby clubs. So we actually went into a tavern at 9 a.m. because the Chicago Cubs were in the playoffs. It was in 2000. Before they went pretty deep in 08. Was it like 2002, 2003? They went pretty far, Rev?
Yeah, I think it was 2003.
So we had to get up. And we went to this tavern that had Fox Sports International to watch the playoff game. And the guy stopped us at the bar, at the entrance of this tavern, and had to ask us which rugby club we were rooting for because there was a day game for the cup. Because they don't want fights, so half the town splits where we were. We were in Double Bay or Brisbane. No, Double Bay.
Did you pick the right team?
I did. He pointed to the wall, and there was like. The Rev versus Julie, and I went, I'm with the Rev Club. He's like, you're allowed to come in.
I would have kicked you out so hard.
But yes, it was a good place to go, and it was our summer, their fall. I was there in the fall.
Yeah.
But Rev, we have to go, Julie. There's a lot of drinking there.
Yep.
Right up our alley.
Lots of vineyards, lots of wonderful things to learn about.
Yeah, all your wine is from there, isn't it?
Lots of my great wine is from there, yes.
Well, we got to go to Australia.
I'm down. Whenever you guys want to go, as soon as they let us in.
As Well, they're smart to not let us in. If Iowa was smart, they wouldn't let us in. But then again, I mean, it's Iowa. Who wants to go there? But I want to go to Australia. I want to see the Southern Cross. I want to scuba dive there.
Oh, the Great Barrier Reef.
It's still there, yeah. While it's still the Great Barrier Reef.
While it's still great.
The, little barrier rocks. Because we keep screwing it up.
I would like to go to Tasmania.
Huh?
Tasmania. I'd like to go to Tasmania.
Oh, you spin around. Oh,
it's right there in southeastern Australia.
I wanted to swing by New Zealand.
Well, let's swing by there too. I mean, while we're going,
we're there, right?
A couple, 2-3 hours, flight across the.
Right. We're in the neighborhood anyhow. We might as well.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a 3-week trip.
Okay, I'm in.
That's good because originally we were going to go to Ohio.
Can we get someone to sponsor us?
You know who I got for Penfolds is a great.
Done and done.
Penfold and Roman Swipes. We're going to have them as our sponsors. We're going to work on sponsorship. In the meantime, we're going to go to Ohio and Indianapolis and hopefully Texas and Pana, Illinois.
Okay,
sounds Reverend's road trip.
We're going to have to wait for Texas till they get power back, though.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I got to shovel after I've already had to shovel here.
So let's do our peace shot to Mother Nature today. What do you say, Rev? Hopefully she gets her shit straight. Everybody gets where they got to be.
Real quick, Julie.
Go ahead. Take your time. It's your show.
I got a question.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Absinthe was illegal because it gave you hallucinations, right?
Well, it has wormwood as an active ingredient. They thought back then, but you drink enough of anything, it's going to give you hallucinations.
I was kind of looking forward to hallucinating. It
you
feels
have that
really good,
spoon, right?
I'm feeling all right, but I have not seen.
You only had a whisper.
Fantasia go by yet. Well, no, I've been sipping. You told me to save the other stuff, so I've been drinking.
Okay, good. And you could drop some water in that. Did you get an absinthe spoon along with your bottle?
Hold on, I do. I got it.
Okay, so that's an absinthe spoon, right?
It's got Van Gogh on it. Minus is yours.
What do you do with that? Is it like
you put it over the top of your glass.
Okay.
With a sugar cube. You could do sugar cube or water.
Okay.
And you drip the water over it, and it drops into the glass, and the absinthe becomes like cloudy, and it just opens it up. Kind of like a whiskey or a scotch. If you add a little bit of water, it opens up the flavor.
Excellent.
So that's what it does.
You okay over there?
Oh,
I figured I'd throw some frozen water in.
All right. So what's our peace shot to, Rev?
Peace shot. We got a peace shot. We're going to go to. We're going to peace shot to. Well, you had an idea. It was Australia.
Well, it was Australia. No, it was the Mother Nature.
Mother Nature.
Oh, Mother Nature.
Peace shot to Mother Nature, who is screwing the people in the South for once, finally. With some
Salute.
tornado. See, she liked to mix it up.
And Julie, show us your special wine glass while we do the peace shot.
Look at it's beautiful.
Thanks to Leanna Gary with Starlight Glasses. She does amazing work. And it's got my initial on it. J. You can't see that.
Nice. Next time, Julia, I want a keyboard off your left shoulder.
I know. I should have brought it. I just thought there was so much going on. Next time, I'll play you guys a song. How about
Nelson
that?
Toe, you come to Chicago, and I will get you a bottle of Malort. Not for nothing. And I've said this many times now. I am corona-free. I've had a few close calls, contact tracing, but tested negative. I've always been positive, like the Rev says, and I have to attest it to the Malort.
If you don't have Malort, you can just lick your armpits. It's kind of the same deal.
Exactly. And you might even get the same face I make. It just doesn't go away. Nelson, I have to phrase this the correct way. I've politically correct put many men to bed safely. So don't worry. We'll make sure you make it through.
In other words, Nelson Toe, come to Chicago. I'll give you a shot and put you to bed. Love, Brother Carlito.
There was a person that used to hang with. There was a person that used to hang with the Rev and I, Julie. I won't mention any names. He invested in a business that took a.
I was trying to think, and now I know. Okay.
And with that being said, this person couldn't handle his liquor, and he would try to hang. And about halfway through the night, we would be traveling, let's just say, in a hotel resort environment, and everybody would be like, we'd have our cocktails, and it'd get to a point where like, I got him, and I'd come back. And the next day at breakfast, this particular person would be like, oh, my God, what a great night. I mean, it was great. What did I miss? And then we would tell him what this person missed, and he was pissed every night. He could
Every
never.
time.
You know what? At that point, just drink water.
Every time he would pass out, the really exciting part of the night would happen like 5 minutes later. Like one time, we each put $100 into a Wheel of Fortune gambling machine. Right after he went to bed. There's 5 of us. We put in $500, $100 a piece. We take turns hitting the wheel. Brum, brum, brum. It hits $1,000. We cash out. We each put another $100 in. Brum, brum, brum. Hits another $1,000. We each cash out. We're friggin' rolling in money, right? And this guy wakes up the next morning and goes, "Oh, how much did you guys lose at the gambling last night?" Asshole, as soon as you went to bed, we won $2,000 divided by 5 guys.
You put that right back into the church, didn't you, Rev?
Well,
Right back into the church.
we can't talk about that. We can't talk about that part. But what we did do is it was right around when iPhones and photo cam. So he'd be like, "Oh no, you guys didn't win shit. You always." And we're like, "No, not really." We grab our phone and show him the tickets. He'd be pissed.
It was the kind of thing where the guy would be, he's just sitting with us and nothing's going on. He said, if someone walking back to his room come back, and that's when like the bachelorette party parade would come through. And look, it's girls who don't care. Oh my God, their dresses are off. Yeah, he's in bed. Oh wow. And then the next morning, what happened to you guys? 20 bachelorette parties came through and stripped for us, and then they walked on.
Now, here's a trick. Here's a trick of the Rev. I was in the Rev, or I was never in the Rev. Let's rewind. We were in Memphis together. Now, Julie, we were in Memphis together, and the Rev tells. Do you remember our cab driver?
The guy who liked coke?
No, the guy who had no legs.
Oh, yes. We had a cab driver with no legs.
So it was like this?
No. So anyways,
like this?
Come on.
That is.
So
how you drive.
The Rev's drinking tip. I retract that statement, please, for the record. The Rev pulls over and says, "We got to go to this grocery store, pharmacy." The Rev comes out with 2 bottles of Pedialyte. And he says, "Drink these before tonight." And I never heard this before. And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Go to the hotel, get the bag where you put the ice bucket in, and fill the sink with ice, stick the Pedialyte in, and then make sure you drink all the Pedialyte before we go out that night." So I did. You pee a lot. But I had a great night, hydrated, no headache the next day. And going to get this Pedialyte, our cab driver, I was looking and I heard a lot of squeaking going on. Remember that, Rev? Like, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, it was squeaking like, and I thought it was the shocks, and it wasn't the shocks. So I'm sitting on the passenger seat in the back, and the Rev's to the driver's seat in the back. So I lean forward, and I look, and the guy has no legs. No legs. And I'm trying
Good
to tell
him.
What?
You know what? Good for him for getting up and doing something.
Listen, he got a great tip from
That's
us.
what he said.
He had a contraption. Remember, Rev? We asked him about it. The Rev is an investigative reporter. The Rev goes, listen,
I would ride with that
this
guy.
is the best cab ride we ever had, but I got to ask you, the Rev said, how do you do this? He came up with 2 metal rods. Remember that, Rev?
Yeah.
And he had, like a puppeteer holds the top of the puppets and he goes like this and the puppets go like this. Well, that's how he put the brake in the gas and the brake in the gas, and then he had the knob on the steering wheel, and he would drive through Memphis. True story.
And he even said, he goes, these people are out here, they're taking welfare and they're doing this, they're taking money. I want to earn a living for myself. And so I figured this out. And as God, he told us that. I'm not getting political. That's what the guy said.
No, and we gave him a tip. Remember, we tipped the shit out of him. He was loving life. He's like, no. I'm like, you know what? You made our day.
Yeah. He earned it.
Yes.
He did.
Gosh, Glenn.
Sadly, I tipped him a shoe. But I figured maybe he'd be able to use it for something. Sell it or something.
Well, maybe he could put it on his contraption.
Listen to the cab driver with no legs. And to Mother Nature.
Shot.
God bless.
God bless. Hey.
What?
To AD, who woke up out of the Rona.
Wait, what?
Was out.
Who?
He was out on the thing. Remember, I talked a few weeks ago. AD was out cold with Rona and the machines and stuff breathing for her.
Who?
She's up and around.
Who's that?
It's a girl. She don't want me to use her real name, so I'll call her Angie.
Okay.
She's up and awake and
we're happy, Angie,
she's good.
that you're alive.
God bless.
God bless. Hopefully she has Christmas soon with her kid, because she didn't the first time. And to New Zealand, Australia, and Mother Nature, who's kicking the crap out of Texas. Huh?
Our next trip.
God bless.
Well, thank you so much, Rev, Julie. Great show.
Miss you guys. So
I'm going to put you back in the green room. There's some great chocolates for you. And we'll be
excited about some chocolates.
They're back in the green room. I'm going to put you right there.
Popeye's chicken.
What's that?
Popeye's chicken back there.
I don't know if they delivered it yet, but go check, okay?
Okay, les élèves anglais.
Parlez-vous français? Rev.
Guitar. Huh.
Great freaking show, bro.
Oh, this was fun.
It was.
This is fun. Tomorrow we got to repent. We got to give up something. Or I like her idea of doing something extra. I don't have to give up nothing.
I like that too.
I got to, I can not give up my bad habits, but help someone else who's got their own. Like I give a couple of bucks to the homeless guy. We can get drunk together.
I like it.
It's a great idea.
Rev, it was a good show.
Excellent.
As always, take us home.
God bless Brother Carlito and Julie Larsen. Thank you very much. You guys subscribe to Spirited Convos if you can, because she's going to give you great ideas on drinks and wine and things you can have, and that you bring along to our party after that. So check out Spirited Convos on YouTube and on Facebook. Okay, so it's Fat Tuesday, right? Why did I call it Fat Tuesday? Because this is the last time we could have putschkis and drink and all that stuff, they say, because tomorrow we got to repent for all our sins. Well, you can't repent for sins if you don't do a little sinning first, so have fun tonight. You got a little time left. If you're in Chicago, you got an hour left. If you're in New York, you got about 3 minutes. You better make it quick. In the meantime, though, Mardi Gras. One of my favorite parts of Mardi Gras. There's a crew, they call them crews there. It's a little group or whatever. And what their symbol is the pillar of life, which is cracked because it's life. And running around that pillar of life is death and folly. And throughout the whole rest of the year, and we found this out the hard way this past year, death is always chasing, always catching up. Death is always winning. Well, for one night, I had a goddamn year for once. Folly chases death. And that's tonight. Good luck, Folly. Chase that son of a bitch down and whack him with that pig bladder real good. Because he's done too much harm this past year or so. So tonight, let Folly chase death. Let Folly win for once. Let our fun and goofiness be victorious over, well, dust you can't return. In the meantime, we will be back next Wednesday. Tell all your family and your friends. If you're new to us, you subscribe. Join us. This happens every Wednesday, even during Lent. Don't tell no one, but except your friends, tell them to join us. Okay, God bless you. Thank you for joining us. And you have one for me. I'm going to have one for each one of you. Normally, we have a silly dance on the way out of here. Tonight, though, we are celebrating Fat Tuesday with fat people falling down and doing goofy stuff. God bless. You have one for me. I'm going to have one for each one of you. Happy Fat Tuesday. Good night, everybody. Over.